Welcome inside Studio Drew. Lauren Alaina is here.
This is so fancy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I don't see blue hair. Did we get that out? Are we done with that? Is it
Yeah,
back
it was a
there?
shampoo.
Oh. Are you going to go a different color now? You're going to just kind of spice it
I've
up?
done pink and I've done blue now, so maybe. I don't know. I just did the pink years ago and I had this shampoo and I had the blue and the pink that I ordered at the same time. And I did the pink and then never did the blue. And I was moving right before the quarantine started and I found it.
Oh, man.
So once I got locked in my home, I thought, oh, this seems like a good plan.
Yeah. Now, have you left at all?
My home?
Yeah.
Well, before I broke my two toes, I was walking in my neighborhood. And I live pretty close to downtown. So I was walking, I would walk downtown, like through down on Broadway, and it was like a ghost town. It was the craziest thing. But since I broke my toes, I've only been to the doctor.
Well, it's good. A little downtime, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not the way you wanted to go down on that, but.
No, I literally went down for the downtime. I just all the way on the ground.
Yeah, when you hurt your toes, did you actually like fall down and trip and roll and all this, or?
Oh yes. Yeah, I took the trash out and it was raining and I slipped on the hardwood when I came back in the house and my foot went under the couch and hit the leg of the couch.
Oh God.
And the funniest thing is I didn't feel that my foot hurt when it happened. My butt hurt. I hit my butt too.
Oh yeah.
Am I allowed to say butt? Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the internet. You can do whatever you want.
So I was like, oh. And then I looked at my foot and it was bleeding pretty bad.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, that doesn't seem like my toe's not supposed to be pointing that direction. So
it was one of those breaks too. Oh God.
It was like this.
Oh, that hurts.
And I actually ended up breaking two of them.
My toe hurts now too. Better have another drink of Redneck Riviera whiskey.
Yeah.
That's how you get through it, right?
I didn't prepare.
Oh, dang it. Well, that's okay. I'll drink another one for you.
Okay, you have some for me.
So what have you been eating when you've been at home? Because obviously you haven't been going. Yeah. What's been your number one go-to?
Slim Jims.
Slim Jims?
I'm like obsessed with Slim Jims all of a sudden.
Really? That's that's very rednecky food.
Well, I am from Georgia.
Yeah.
You can take the girl out of the country. But,
right. I've made a lot of macaroni, hot dogs, and corn lately. That's my go-to.
Okay, well, that's redneck food. You're gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, that's a redneck food.
I've been grilling a lot. I bought a grill, and I've been making steak and salmon and stuff on the grill, and it's actually very easy to grill. But
yeah, it is. It is. People think it's hard.
Dads act like they're the shit, like the grill master. I'm like, you turn it on and you stick the meat on there with some seasoning, and it's good to go.
Yeah, it's and you can drink a beer or a drink while you're doing it, and that's why dads do it. That really is.
I know. I did. Can you make potatoes and everything on a grill?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's going down.
Oh, I like getting zucchinis and then quartering them.
I've been doing that.
Yeah, that's great. That's good stuff.
You can just and you just shut it, and then you're like hanging out, and then you go back and you're like, oh, thank you for doing everything for me. I'll just put you on the plate now.
Yeah. Do you like turnips?
Turnips? Like turnip greens?
Turnips? The turnip part of the turnip green? You can slice but kind of like potatoes. You can slice them up and put butter and garlic and whatever.
Yeah, I think I've had that. Yeah,
and then you can put them in.
I've not made it, but I'm gonna now. So
put them in aluminum foil and put them on the grill, and it's kind of the same way. Just wrap it all up. Aluminum foil is your buddy when you're grilling too.
Yes, it is. I've been I do like vegetable medleys, and I put garlic and like zucchini and squash and onions and mushrooms and butter, and I just shit it.
As soon as you say butter, you know it's good.
Yeah. Well, you got to. You got to have the butter.
So since you've been in quarantine, how many times have you sang Getting Good?
Oh, goodness. A bunch.
A bunch, right? And I do have a problem with this. Everywhere you look, if you read it, it says getting good. And it's 100% getting, right?
Maybe that's when I start getting good.
Getting good, right? Yeah.
I'll talk to someone about this.
Yeah,
We'll see if we can get that changed.
we need to get the white out or something on that other G so we can get.
Yeah.
But
just getting good.
Yeah, getting
it's like
good.
a really serious song, but we just went for the like redneck title. We were just like, you know what? This is how she says it. So
right. So Rick and I were just talking before you came on, and the first time you sang that on stage was here in Visalia at Girls and Guitars last October.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
That's kind of crazy, right?
Well, I have sung it many, many times since.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Million. I probably sang it. I don't even know how many times I've sang it since I've been in this quarantine.
We actually earlier had Brianna of Reedley sent me a message that said your song "The Other Side" brought her to tears and got her through some tough stuff as her grandmama passed on not long ago.
Oh, that's why I wrote it.
She also wanted to know how you get through with situations like that.
Oh, well, losing my stepdad is probably the hardest thing I've ever gone through.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he passed and everything. It was just it was a bad time. But the day he passed gave me so much hope because watching him pass on, he was explaining heaven to us, and that gave me a lot of hope and peace. And he really did live a life that we all should live. We should all live like Sam. And so I guess I prayed a lot. I got mad a lot. I cried a lot. I did all of the grief steps, and I think that's okay. I think you just have to allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. And now I try to live like Sam, and I try to remember him in everything I do. And I shared that song with the world, and I feel like in a way he's kind of living on through that song. But I relied a lot on friends and family, and I ate more food than I probably needed to, and I prayed a lot.
Right. Well, that was a very busy time for you anyway, and then to throw all that into you, it's really rough.
It was crazy, but
Well, once this is over, once you're able to get out and go somewhere, where's the first place you're going to go?
Oh, Georgia, Rossville, Georgia. I'm going to go straight to my brother's house.
Oh yeah, to see the nephews? Is the nephews? Yeah. I feel like
babies don't know what's coming for them.
I feel like a stalker because I'm like, oh yeah, the nephews, and nephews, you like to have candy and stuff with them, and
Bentley and Brady, they're super cute.
Right, we go way back.
The baby weighs as much as the 5-year-old. He is ginormous. He's not even 2, and he's like 4 pounds lighter than his 5-year-old brother.
They're gonna have great fights.
It is going to be, Bentley. So my sister-in-law, Bailey, is teeny tiny. She's teeny tiny. And Bentley, I think, took after her. And Brady took after my son.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. How are your parents?
They're good. They're good. Mom, my mom lives in Wisconsin and Georgia. So for the beginning of the quarantine, she was up in Wisconsin, and she just kind of stayed there. And then her birthday was April 16th. So she came back home to her house in Georgia. And she actually stopped by my house, and I kind of waved and got to see her for a second. Oh, so weird because you can't really
right.
You can't really squeeze on her or anything, but I at least got to see her for a second. And then my dad's in Alabama, and
he's in deep Alabama, right? Like way down there.
He lives in Daphne, or Spanish Fort. He's close to Pensacola.
Right. When you go down there, you go fishing and stuff, right?
Oh boy. My dad was like, well, this is horrible. This is how I feel too about my life, because my dad works all the time and he wasn't able to go to work for a few weeks. And
Oh,
they closed the beach down. And the only thing my daddy does in his free time is fish. So
oh
he was like,
no.
what am I going to do? Because all of us like kids went to the beach and were like storming the beaches. And, you know, it's like unbelievable. But he was so upset when the beaches got closed. He understood, obviously. And I'm like,
Right.
I know I'm always on the road and now I'm home and I can't go see my family still. I'm like, what a crazy time.
I know. I haven't seen a lot of my family since Christmas. And
Yeah.
so that's rough, isn't it?
I actually saw, so I played a show in Chattanooga and I grew up right outside of Chattanooga. So I did get to see them in January, I believe, or
Okay.
early February. But that is the last time I've seen like my nephews and stuff. So.
That's hard. So in between that time, you released the EP in the first part of March,
Yeah,
getting good, and then you've got so much stuff going on, and then all of a sudden nothing. That's got to be hard for you.
it was pretty crazy. Yeah. But I've been able to do some like acoustic videos with Tico, my guitar player, and I've tried to interact with people as much as I can and promote, you know, the EP. At least I put that out before this so I can still
Yeah.
connect with people on with that music because that would have been horrible. And I'm really thankful for my single because I think it somehow feels like a quarantine song. So
Right.
it's like once I learn to grow right where I'm planted, maybe that's when life starts getting good. And I mean, we are planted in
No
our
doubt. So,
houses. So,
and if you think about this, though, I mean, by the time we're able to break free, life will really be getting good.
yeah, we have had some time to reflect
Yeah.
and we will know what matters to us.
Do you feel like inside Lauren Elena's head right now, you're closer to yourself than you were before, or do you kind of feel like you're a little crazier?
Oh, both
Yeah.
actually. But I think I just was missing how crazy I am.
You've had a lot of time to realize how crazy you are, right?
I actually had this crazy dream last night that my manager took me to a doctor and they told me that I had some like crazy personality disorder because I've been watching so many things on Netflix about people with personality disorders. My
Right.
brain was like, oh no, do we have one?
Oh no.
I don't think
That's
I do though, by the way. I
you
might be
don't
crazy, but I don't think I actually have some kind of personality disorder.
that's at least what you tell yourself, right?
But do people who have personality disorders think they have? Oh no, don't freak me out.
Oh man. Now you're gonna have to go watch some more Netflix so you get all on the right mind, right?
I have been dreaming about the Netflix things I'm watching, and
Oh.
it's very interesting dreams.
You may
So
need to switch to Netflix Kids for a while and get some
I
of
know I'm
those
like, I need to
kids
watch
shows in there.
Monsters Inc. I'm gonna watch Monsters Inc.
Yeah, go out those ways. That's the best way to do it. So, I saw that was your guitar player around there today?
Yeah, Tico is. We actually did a thing on musicians on call earlier where we FaceTimed in with some kids' hospitals and
Oh,
sang
that's
for the
great.
kids.
So
So he came by.
you are having a little like human interaction from time to time then.
Tico pretty much is it. Yeah, actually, my Molly, my assistant, is here
Oh, that's
too. She's so Tennessee's actually starting to open back up a little bit, but that's a. This week was the first time I've had human interaction, pretty much. So.
that's pretty. I'm thankful that I get to go do the morning show every day. So I actually leave the house and go to work and then come right
Oh
back home.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
big
that's
difference.
probably.
But I've got the quarantine beard going, you know. So
Yeah, looking good, looking good.
yeah, yeah. So well, Lauren, they're telling me that we need to jump off here, and I sure do appreciate you
Of course, thank you
chatting
so
in.
much. This was awesome.
It is
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's always good to see you, and we can't wait to see you back out on the road.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lauren.
Bye.